How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Jai Hind!
Respected members of the jury, my fellow participants, and all of us here sitting in the audience. First and foremost, let me tell you, I am not a war-mongering extremist who believes that violence is the answer to every question. I think that's exactly what my opponents are trying to paint against everybody who's standing on this side of the stage today. Take, for example, the case of Israel. Do you think that small country, which is surrounded by enemies on all sides, would have survived since 1948 had it been so docile? Take the case of United States. It goes away millions of miles despite being surrounded by two oceans and friendly countries, all the way to Afghanistan and Pakistan to find the root cause of terrorism and eliminate it there. Take the case of Russia. It makes such examples of people who attack them, including their families, that the attackers fear that next time whether they should attack or not. India, unfortunately, cannot follow this. Firstly, we have a neighbor who is a nuclear-armed country. The key to their arsenal is held with trigger-happy generals who are literally looking for a reason, for a chance to use it on our country. Any action on their soil would almost surely lead to a full-blown war, as it almost did after the recent airstrikes. So, why are we talking about these countries? It is important to know that how to deal with extremism in these cases. Now, I would like to draw your attention towards the fact sheet number 32, which has been issued by the Office of the High Commissioner of the United Nations Human Rights Commission. In 1994, the General Assembly there had a declaration wherein they defined terrorism, in which they have said that terrorism is also all those criminal acts which are designed to provoke or incite terror in the public for political reasons. They cannot be justified. I repeat, they cannot be justified even for any ethnic, political, ideological, or any reasons. Now, gentlemen, the people that we deal with every day, for example, in Jammu and Kashmir, they burn buses. They force innocent school children to join their causes. They pelt stones on the security forces. Each and everything of this act comes under the purview of the very definition of terrorism that is provided by the United Nations. So let's make it very clear, these are not innocent civilians that we are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. My opponent spoke about Article 370. Let me ask you, everybody in the audience, do you think without the massive deployment of force in the valley, Article 370 would have been a truth or a reality today? I don't think so. Do you think I should let people from just 5 districts of a country or 5 districts of a state hold an entire nation at ransom because of their vested interest? I don't think so. I ask the audience today, you tell me, as a company commander who has the responsibility of nearly 120 men under me, what answer do I give to the mother who asked me that why did I allow her child to be murdered by angry protesters? Why did I allow a father to be killed by a shower of stones? Or why did I allow a husband to die in vain during an anti-terror operation when civilians literally shielded the terrorists? Gentlemen, the most important thing is everybody has got human rights, and that includes everybody who is in this uniform. Do you think that the day I wore this uniform, I let go of my human rights? I don't think so. I ask you, where were the human rights, or what human rights, you tell me, were Lieutenant Umar Fayaz and Rifleman Aurangzeb violating when they were abducted while on leave and brutally murdered, and their videos posted all over the internet for the world to watch? Gentlemen, I think we cannot talk about justice and human rights to a set of people who have been so deeply and so precariously indoctrinated due to religious extremism that logic and reason does not apply to them anymore. And in the end, I would like to finish my sentence by saying just one line, and that is, you cannot expect, I repeat, you cannot expect justice from a nation whose flags you burn every Friday. Thank you. Jai Hind.